Hey guys! So we officially finished day 10 of our new coach training, but we are not done. So I have given you 10 days worth of material, and the good news is that that's the basics. Like, that is it in terms of what you really need to know to coach and to really get started right and start building a business. But today I wanted to kind of focus in on a few of those topics and really talk about common mistakes that I see new coaches make. And so the first mistake that I see new coaches make is they don't start adding to their network right away. And the reason this is a big mistake is because what happens is you do your open for business post, you invite to your first challenge group, and you get a lot of interest, and you get that interest and you hit Success Club that first month. But what that is that's what I like to call the low-hanging fruit. So those are the people that are going to be interested right away. They're the ones that jump at the opportunity. So usually within the first month, new coaches exhaust that list, but they don't start adding to their network, starting new conversations or hey girl messages, and building relationships in that first month because they have all these people that they already know that were interested in their challenge group. So then what happens is in months 2 and 3, they really struggle to hit Success Club because they haven't been starting those new conversations and adding to their network in month 1 and month 2. So the first thing I really want to emphasize is it's so important to be adding to your network every single day. 3 to 5 people at least, and to be sending out those hey girl messages 3 to 5 a day, so you're continually building relationships with people so that when next month rolls around, you have new people to invite to your challenge group and there's never that lag, okay? So that's the first thing. The second problem that mistake that I see a lot of new coaches make is they don't invite. And I saw quite a few of you post about this in one of the last assignments, is that you have this fear of inviting. And so I am here to tell you that you have to invite, okay? You can't just rely on your social media posts. Yes, your social media posts make it easier. You have to do both because your social media posts allow you to share your journey with a large audience and to show people what you're doing. So then it's a lot more likely that that will come up in conversation when you're talking to somebody a lot more easily because they've already kind of seen what you're doing. So it doesn't seem weird that it's coming up, but you have to be inviting privately. You have to be inviting people to your challenge group, and invites don't have to be anything crazy. They don't have to be super structured. I hope that you learned that from the National Wake Up Call on Monday. I keep mine very nonchalant. You know, I can be talking with someone about something. If fitness comes up at all, if they mention that they've been following my journey or my posts, or they find my post inspirational, I'll just say something like, hey, you should totally join my next challenge group. And then that gets that conversation flowing. Now, there are times when it just doesn't seem like it's coming up. I like to ask leading questions. So I like to ask questions that I know if the person asks me that question back, I can loop Beachbody into it. So I like to ask questions about, oh, what do they do for work? Then if they ask me that, I can be like, oh, I'm actually a health and fitness coach online. And that can get the conversation going. I'll ask what they like to do for hobbies. I'll ask what they like to do for workouts. And so then when they ask me that question back, that's my opportunity to start talking about Beachbody. So that's another way to invite. And then there are sometimes when it's really just never going to come up, but you feel like you should invite that person. And that's when you just have to do the invite. You have to say, hey, you know what? I have no idea if this would be of any interest to you or not, but I'm starting an online health and fitness accountability group next month. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a group of women who are all working through workout programs and clean eating together, and we're motivating and supporting each other in the process. And I was wondering if you or if anybody you knew would be interested in joining it. That is an invite. So don't overthink it. Don't look for the perfect opportunity to invite. You just have to start inviting, and the more you invite, the better you'll get at it. You'll find out what wording works for you. You'll find out what process works for you, and it'll get easier and it'll get less scary. And then the people that you invited, like at the very beginning, where you're like, oh no, I word vomited on that person, or that really didn't go well. In a few months, you can go back to those people and you could be like, hey, I am so sorry that I sent you that message. I was a brand new coach. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. And you can laugh at yourself and then just say, you know what? I have a few months under my belt now. I've been really successful these last few months. I've helped, quite a few people on their health and fitness journey. So I wanted to re-invite you to this group. And then you can move forward and tell them what it's all about. So you have to invite privately. You cannot rely on those Facebook posts or those Instagram posts. And the only way you can invite is if you're adding to your network and you're starting new conversations every day, so that you get to that point in the conversation where you can invite. So hopefully you're seeing how this is all connected. The two other common mistakes I see is, number one, new coaches do not use their list and keep it up to date. So that's tracking. So we had you create this list of everybody that you know for a reason. You want to be working from that list. That's how you get your power hour done in an hour, is you look at 3 to 5 people on that list and you say, I'm sending, we'll say 5. There's 5 people on this list. I'm sending out 5 Hey Girl messages. You write the date, you send them to each person, and you keep track of that. As you add new people to your network, you add them to your list. So your list is constantly growing. You're constantly working off your list. And that's how you can easily complete your power hour in an hour, because you're not scrolling through Facebook. You're not wasting time looking for people. You have a list right in front of you of the people that you can talk to. And then the last thing is not implementing the power hour. So the power hour is your business. That is the hour of business building activities that you should be doing every single day to build your business. And you have to do everything in the power hour, okay? And like I said, it should only take you an hour. If you are focused and you are not wasting time and you are working from a list, it really should only take you an hour. And that's the cool part about this, is that you can build a business in an hour a day. But you have to be organized. You have to be keeping up your tracking and keeping your list up to date. And you have to find a system that works for you. But that power hour, that is it. That is the key. So you all should be doing your power hour by now. You have everything you need in order to do it. And that is going to be the key to your success. So that is it. Those are the common mistakes that I see new coaches make. Those are the areas you really, really want to focus on. I told you guys this business is simple. Doesn't mean it's easy. There are plenty of days when it's gonna suck. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because you're a business owner and running your own business is not easy. And you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have disappointments. I have plenty of disappointments. I had a horrible day yesterday dealing with lots of issues with technical support and links, and I haven't reached the goals that I have set for myself for January and February yet. There are disappointments. There are lots of ups and downs. You have to get used to hearing no a lot, and you have to detach yourself from people saying no to you. And you just have to realize that just means not right now. I'll follow up with them in a month or 2 months or 3 months. And at some point they're going to say yes because it's going to be the right time. So you have to know that you're going to get a lot of no's, and I want to set you guys up for that. I want you to expect that. And you have to know that, like, as you start building your team, people are going to join your team. I have this happen all the time, and hopefully it's not going to be any of you, but it happens. People join my team and they give me these big lofty goals, and they tell me how this business has to work for them and how they want to make it their full-time income, and then they never do anything with it. And they don't complete the new coach training. They just don't do anything with it. And that's frustrating because you see their potential, but you can't do the business for them. They have to want to do it for themselves. And so you just have to continue building your own business and running your own challenge groups and adding to your team. And you will find those people who do want to make it a business and want to work really hard and put in the time and effort and match you in terms of the work that you're doing. But I want you to know that you're going to have a lot of people who join your team and say they're going to do something and they never do anything, and then they quit. So you're going to have coaches sign up and then they go inactive and then they quit. You're going to have coaches that sign up and they quit in like 2 weeks after they sign up, and they never even talk to you, even though you reached out to them like 10 times. I want to set you guys up for this because I don't want you to be surprised when it happens, because it's super common, and I don't want you to be disappointed, and I don't want it to bring you down, because those people just were not meant to be part of your team. You thought they were, and you got really excited about them, but you can't pull people with you. They have to want it for themselves. And it's our job as coaches to mentor our coaches and our challengers. This is going to happen with your challengers too. You'll have people that buy a challenge pack from you and you never ever hear from them again, even though you added them into your challenge group, you sent them emails, you sent them Facebook messages, you tried to check in with them, you just never hear from them again. And it's baffling. It's like, dude, you just paid like $160 or almost $200 for this, and I never heard from you. But you can only control what you do. So as long as you're showing up, you're reaching out, you're trying to help them, the ball is in their court. Whether they're a challenger or a coach, you can only do so much. So I wanted to set you guys up for that, and I want you to know that there's going to be ups and downs, and people are going to go through waves in life, and you're going to have times where it's really frustrating. I'm kind of going through one of those times right now where I have a big goal that I really, really, really want to reach, and I feel like I'm just stuck. Like I know I can get there, but I'm just feeling a little bit stuck, and it's a frustrating time in my business. But I know that as long as I keep doing the activities that I can control, that I will get there eventually. It might take a lot longer than I anticipated. It has already taken a lot longer than I've anticipated, but I will get there as long as I continue doing the things that I know that I can do. So that's basically it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting, actually today I'm going to post about, there's two things I wanted to talk about. The first is there is a new coach training on the Misfit Republic site. So now that we finished this new coach training, I want you guys to go through this other new coach training on the Misfit site. Actually, it's not on the Misfit site. It's a self-paced training, and I'm going to provide the link for you. And actually, if you do it and you finish it by the end, I believe, of next week, you're gonna get entered into an awesome drawing for prizes. So I will share that link in the page. And the cool thing is this is going to be a recap of a lot of what you have learned. So you'll get to see it again. Hopefully you'll pick up different things that you didn't pick up the first time around. And then after that, we're gonna see where everybody is. And we might just do a 3-day push to Emerald group, because Emerald is a goal of most of yours. I know a lot of you have already hit Success Club this month, which is amazing. That means you hit Success Starters month 1, and Emerald is your next goal. So I'm gonna post the information about that 7-day new coach training, and I can't wait to see you guys in there, and I will talk to you later. Bye.